So here we are again. It's Jennifer McCreath, and it seems I'm always wearing this particular shirt every time I turn on the video camera. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's the only shirt that fits me anymore after I've gained quite a bit of weight this year. But it's July 1st, 2010. Happy Canada Day. Happy Memorial Day here in Newfoundland. Day of, I guess, celebration and mourning. I haven't really felt like celebrating today. It's been a rough first half of this year to me. What makes Canada so great, a lot of people would say our record on human rights and healthcare, but it's just, if you're a transgender person, this is a very tough place to live. I know there's other parts of the world it would be tougher, but at the same time there are other places it would be easier. Anyway, enough of that. I'm logging in to talk about St. John's City Pride, formerly known as Gay Pride, now just known as Pride. It's an 11-day series of events that are going to happen between July 15th and July 25th in our city. And my on-again, off-again relationship with the people organizing this, it's on. I've pretty much become one of the organizers. It's not an official corporate entity at this point. It's just a group of volunteers that want to get together and organize some events, both some fun events and some serious events. I'm particularly excited about the events I'll be at. I'm just going to run down the list here very quickly. I have no idea if the media is going to be interested in promoting this, but I think it's important to have somebody turn on a camera and talk about this thing, because we've come a long way in just a short time as a LGBTQ community in terms of organizing Pride. We kick it off on Thursday, July 15th at 12 noon at City Hall on Gower Street with probably, in my opinion, the most important event. It's a flag-raising event, which is kind of just the launch of Pride, but at the same time it's an opportunity for some pretty important people to stand up to the microphone and talk, even if it's just for a few minutes. I'll be there talking about trans issues. There's going to be other prominent members of our queer community, and of course we're going to have some politicians. I have mixed reactions about having politicians all over Pride. In a way it's great, because we need important people to stand up and say it's okay to be queer, it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be lesbian, and it's okay to be trans. At the same time, the media tends to focus more on the politicians than they do us. Then again, if you want the media to cover the story, I don't know. Later that night, we're back at City Hall for an opening reception, kind of like a bigger and better launch, where we'll have, I guess, more detailed speeches from pretty much the same people, including myself. It's a chance to also mingle and meet each other and just sort of talk about the week ahead. The next night, Friday the 16th, event to be confirmed. Saturday, 17th, sorry I'm going to be reading this, I haven't actually memorized it. A lot of fun events. There's going to be like a boat ride so on the Saturday. On the Sunday, on the 18th, an unofficial Pride event. There's a 5K race, a road race being run to raise money for the Newfoundland and Labrador Sexual Health Center, a not-for-profit organization that's been very good to Pride over the years, and they offer a lot of great products and services, in most cases free of charge to the queer community. So a little plug for them, a 5K race to raise money for them. There's also going to be a fun day at Bannerman Park in the afternoon. Some sort of a hiking event on Monday the 19th. I've got a cat here looking at my papers. Tuesday, July 20th, there's going to be a special launch of a pamphlet by the Newfoundland Labrador Sexual Assault Crisis Center. I may try to get to that. It's over lunch hour. Very interesting. When you think of the word sexual violence, you usually think it's of man and woman. You don't necessarily think of same-sex individuals having domestic issues, but hey, we're human beings too. It happens, and I think it's great that there's it's another way to recognize, say, look, we're human beings. We're not just queer people. We have some of the same issues that everybody else has, so I think that's great. Tuesday night, July 20th, there's going to be a bonfire up at Middle Cove Beach. I'll do my best to be there. Last year I was up on Topsail Beach posing in a pink bikini for the front page of a major newspaper here. There's a good chance you may see that again. Not that the newspapers will be there, but I'll definitely try to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday night, July 21st, there's going to be a bowling event at Plaza Bowl, sponsored by a LGBTQ youth group. Thursday, July 22nd, there's going to be a blood donation drive, which is kind of being cited as a friendly protest. Males who have had sex with males at least once since 1977 are not allowed to donate blood in Canada. That is a very controversial policy, and it's a policy that's considered politically incorrect, out of date, and perhaps not relevant. Rather than protest by boycotting, the theme here is that someone who's not allowed to donate blood will show up with a friend who can, as a way to say, look, we recognize the importance of donating blood, but at the same time we know there's an issue here. Thursday night, there's another drinking event. Bitter's Pub is going to be hosting the Pride folks. Friday, July 23rd, probably the most controversial event in my opinion. In the morning, there's going to be an event called Pride Citizen of the Year. I don't have a problem with recognizing a particular citizen for their efforts in their community, but what bothers me is this is a private function. Pride is supposed to be for everyone, and for the very first time, somebody's got the idea that we should have a closed-door event by invitation only. Still not even confirmed who is going to get invited to this, who gets to decide who goes, who gets the award, who gets to vote on it. It's being held at Government House, the Lieutenant Governor of Newfoundland. I think that's on a positive side. I guess it's good to see more politically based entities standing up and saying we recognize the queer community as an entity. These are human beings and we want to do something nice for them. I don't know where to go with that one. I'm not even sure that I'm going to get to go, and will I even want to go? Anyways, enough of that one. Friday night the 23rd, there's another drinking event. Seems to be a lot of that. Saturday morning, July 24th, is going to be some sort of scavenger hunt for the youths. Don't know too much about that. Then my event, Saturday afternoon the 24th, 12 noon till probably 5 p.m. Memorial University, the main university student building, in the landings room. We're going to have what we're calling a mini conference. Almost like an open house smorgasbord, an opportunity for members of the community to come together and I guess if you're a not-for-profit company that helps the queer community, to introduce yourselves. If you're an individual that has something to say, you can get up and talk about it. Just a quick rundown of who all we are likely to have here. E-Gale, P-Flag, Sexual Health Center, LGBT Working Group, Canada Blood Services, the Front Runners Club. We're going to have some lectures, the history of drag, the history of trans, a bisexual Kinsey Scale lecture, some students that are studying something to do with LGBT. We're going to have some video links. We're going to have people from all over the province. We're going to learn what it's like to be LGBT in Botwood, Newfoundland, what it's like to be LGBT in Corner Brook, even Labrador City. Then most excitingly, I think we're going to have the Human Rights Commission there. They're going to be basically here to introduce themselves. A lot of people don't know what the Human Rights Commission is, what the Human Rights Act is. I guess here's our chance to find out, and as many of you know, there's been a lot of controversy lately about the Newfoundland Human Rights Act being amended, and transgender people were excluded from protection under the code. So beware, there could be some fireworks on that one. Saturday night, I believe there's where's my list here, a ball or a dance, something like that. And then of course the final Sunday, the 25th, is the big one, the Pride Parade. There'll be some drag racing, drag queens racing around the block, and a barbecue, and I'll be speaking at the finale event as well. I'm going to take a quick peek here to see how much time. We're at 9:17, okay. stjohnspride.ca, I think, is the website. Facebook, search for St. John's Pride. Facebook me, Jennifer McCreath. There's going to be a lot more details released on this, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really exciting. I invite each and every one of you watching this, if there's any chance you can be here. You don't have to be a member of the LGBT community. Anybody can come to Pride, and it's just a great opportunity to have fun and get to know each other and talk about important issues. So I'm going to press stop on this before we hit 10 minutes, so thank you very much for watching and have a great night.